Welcome back to City Skylines, everybody. Last we left off, we had reached the point where we could actually build a couple of important things. First, the water treatment plant, and I want to use this to replace these little guys. So, let's see how many of these drain 120,000 cubic meters of sewage per week, 120, and these, I mean, that's not 120, that's 12, right? No, that's 120. Well, in any case, I am going to replace all these with water treatment plants so that the pollution doesn't just keep getting worse. And I've noticed a couple of traffic problems here. They come from people who want to go from the industrial area over to the residential areas, mainly this one and this one, which means they are, well, right now they're not bottlenecking here or here, although traffic is really intense around these areas here. Well, actually not so much here, but especially here and here. These aren't that troublesome, however, this is everybody from the industrial area and commercial area trying to get into this intersection to go either into this residential area, coming back from their jobs, or this one. So, what I'm going to do is put everything in order and actually allowing these people, look at this. This is, wow. And it's starting to take up a lot of, it's starting to create a lot of traffic. So what I'm going to do is put in a series of shortcuts, that's the best way I can describe it, for people to go from this road directly into the highway here, or here and here, whichever I see fit, and also to this road, this one, and this one. And also from these three directly into the highways. So this is my plan. Probably, let me see right now if there's any chance that I can do this. Doesn't appear to. Yeah, but that's what I'm gonna do. I have to figure this traffic out, then I'm going to get a large enough buffer to get an industrial area here and another 1-2 commercial areas. That's what I'm gonna do, so stick around and I'll come right back. Okay guys, while I made these 300,000 simoleons, a lot has gone on. Now you can see here I haven't built the things yet. But I told you I was going to solve this traffic issue, and it kind of got out of hand, but I think I figured out a pretty neat solution. Although, aesthetically, it doesn't really convince me. Nobody's actually... and as I said it, load 40%. Now, I thought these guys could only carry 1 or 2 people. So, if the load's at 40%, I'm kinda scared to find out what happened to the passenger. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so here's what I came up with, and there's a lot changed, of course. I replaced everything with this highway roundabout here, and these on-ramps here are all for entry. They serve the function of entry points here, 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 and here. 5 entry points and 1, 2, and 3 exit points. You'll see that the exit points confer access either to the industrial district here or to the residential district here in this road, actually this road and this road right here, where they can spread out wherever they want to go, although they seem to tend to want to go that way. Of course, because this way they could only go back into the highway roundabout. So, as for access directly into this street, which I changed back into a one-way, I had to put the on-ramp here because there was no decent way of installing the on-ramp directly from the roundabout into this section here or here, since there's already an exit on-ramp. And I'll focus the importance of having this on the left side because people will merge onto the left lane and free up some space on the right lane. Now, as I mentioned, oh, shut up with the new land, please. I added some shortcuts here, so all of this is intended to actually put traffic more directly where it wants to be. So if people want to go here, there's no point in making them go through this roundabout and into this section of the city, when we can just plop them down in this central roundabout here. Now, I added this secondary off-ramp here because this was getting severely jammed up. There are a lot of vehicles here, and I do mean a lot, and as soon as they reached this road, they tended to merge onto the left lane here. So I put this little faster way in on the right lane, and everything just cleared up. Wonderful news. I also added or changed this to be more of a one-way, like the final hexagon here, which is getting some pretty neat buildings. This means people eventually got educated and the buildings leveled up. Now they're starting to want parks and plazas and stuff, so they'll have to wait a bit for that. But here we have the same principle as here, although the layout started a bit differently because we didn't have all the money we required. Now I can still improve the traffic here. If you'll see here, there's kind of a slowdown because people are all of these people here on this side, on this triangle here, are going into this, I can see that, into this road and back through this access road here, back through here to access either the highway exits or this cargo station. So I'm probably gonna have to figure out a way to get people from this side quickly or as directly as possible into this train station here, this one here, and the exit highways here. That's gonna be a bit of a challenge because I don't have a lot of room to work with, and I'd rather not demolish half my city to put on-ramps everywhere, but I'll have to see about that. But now that we have enough money and our industrial and commercial demands are through the roof, I believe 500,000 is enough to get 2 of these hexagons going, so I'm gonna plop one down here and another one here. Industrial and commercial as promised, and we'll see how things go from there. Oh, and by the way, you can see the oh, excuse me. There, you can see the pollution has already started to clear up, which is wonderful news too. I'd rather not have this bay disgustingly polluted. But okay, let's get to work. I'll be right back. Okay, as per usual, some things change while we're planning this out. Now, I decided not to put the commercial area here and instead make a brand new one here. This is all farmland. This is ore, I believe. Yeah, farmland and ore. So I took up the farmland just because I'm not going to have any more. And this way I can expand. This is the map border, by the way. I thought these tiles were purchasable, but they're not. So this will give me room to expand the industrial area, and I made a couple of modifications here, especially the outgoing road, the outgoing highway here, with incoming traffic into this central roundabout, highway roundabout here. So people, actually, yeah. So I put in these on-ramps into the highway roundabout. How does traffic work here? This will not hinder the entrance of trucks into this layout, because they will come from here, get off here. I didn't put an on-ramp here because of the way the terrain is. Two high highways will make this, which will prevent me from building on-ramps. So trucks will come from here, let's just say, and they want to go here, so they'll go all the way around and exit here. And trucks that want to come into the highway to go out through here will have to go through this road here, come to the center roundabout, go all the way around and up again. So they're not really going to meet here. The guys that want to leave will be on the left lane, leaving, and the guys that want to go in will come in through the right lane. So this should work perfectly. These guys, I've tested it out, will complain about not enough workers, but I don't have enough money now to to actually connect or build a bus depot. These guys, I did something different. Since traffic shouldn't be too heavy here, I just went ahead and did the same, but with 2-lane roads. So let's unpause this and let's see what happens. Things should start happening. And these guys, they were already partially built. And I do want to see how this goes now. Hopefully, traffic here should be no problem at all with this layout. Now I am curious to see what happens to cars here. We are down to 2,000 in the green per week. What are you? Oh, right, actually, I do not want to zone anything in the middle here. This should be only trees. Yeah, there you go. Only trees here. You go away. Okay. Alright, alright. Everything's going well. Cars are flowing. I'm kind of worried about this entrance here. Well, I said there weren't gonna be a lot of cars, but... this might prove to be sort of not a very good idea. I need more money. That's the problem. Okay, let's see. You'll get powered eventually. Let's see how they're already complaining about not enough workers. Let me get some money going, and I'll lay out possibly some bus lines to try and help workers get to their workplace, and possibly connect directly these guys with the same system as this one. Connect the inbound roads. This is getting, whoa. The inbound roads, connect them to this highway, highway roundabout, and then connect directly this roundabout to this one, and try to get a more direct route going. Maybe that'll help workers get to and from their workplace. We'll see, but I'll be right back. Alright, everybody should be connected up in a neat pattern. In some places I added a little road, like you can see here, just a little path, so that the line doesn't get too long. And what I did was to actually make one line per district, and then connect one stop of each district with one big line, just going from here, here, here to here, 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 and back. And that should allow people to move around anywhere within the city. I also did this. I don't believe I've shown this yet. Remember these guys, well, remember we talked about that these guys were going through this this incoming road to distribute traffic, which comes directly from the highway, almost directly. These guys were going through that road. Instead, I made a little viaduct here and allowed these guys to come to this side of the industrial district without interfering with incoming traffic. I also added, I didn't really want to do this, but this shortcut here to the highways reduced a tremendous amount of pressure from this zone right here with the cargo station and the entrance to the highway. People can now take this shortcut directly, and everybody's upgrading their buildings because these buses are indeed doing their job. However, I did mess around with this a bit before I started recording, and some of the things don't seem to be working too well. One line in particular, let's see, I have to manually change all these before I can identify what's going on. So there should be about half a dozen bus stops or bus lines here. Let's see. This one is still the stock color. So let's give it a bit of an orangey look. No? Now let's make it purple. we have to make sure we keep our lines easy to see. And now let's see what happens here. Yes, this purple line, it ends here. The buses despawn here when they reach this. And I remember that I placed this line, or this bus stop, and the last bus stop would have been this one. Yeah, this one right here, which would be connected up. It would end the line. So I guess maybe the game thinks it's too long a trip to actually bring the buses around, so it just makes them despawn there. Now everybody's upgrading, but we still have a tremendous problem with what they say is lack of workers. So I'm going to see if that has anything to do with this residential demand. In the meantime, traffic is working out amazingly well. I am overjoyed with this concept here. You can see even in the industrial district, and there is a lot of industry here, everybody's just going where they need to go really neatly, and it's just a beautiful sight to see the cars just moving around. You can see what I meant here, where we have the incoming on-ramps into the highway roundabout and the off-coming off-ramps from the highway roundabout into the city. Cars don't really mess around here. They don't have to wait for each other. Some of them go to the left, some of them stick to the right lane, so everything's working just neatly. And stuff's getting abandoned. Okay, I'm going to try to attack some of this demand issue. Okay, we're in the green by a ton of money, which I never thought possible with this many problems. Residential demand is fluctuating violently. I think adding all those bus lines really kind of messed up the game. I've noticed that sometimes the game has problem adapting to big changes. Big simultaneous changes, so this was very violent. I paused the game and added huge districts and then lots of bus lines. So I think the game needs to kind of figure out its calculations and stuff. But what I want to introduce now is actually the subway, the metro station. So what I'm gonna do is put one and only one metro station in each of the districts close to one of these, a bus stop. So let's call, actually that is awfully placed. I want to place it near one of the connecting lines. I don't know why, but I think it's a good idea. So where does this connect? So let's connect it up to here. This should be connecting. Why are there 3 lines here? Yeah, I think the bus lines are kinda messed up. But if we see here, 50% car trips saved, 38% car trips saved, so that's pretty good. Okay, let me try to add one metro station in each of these bad boys, and we'll see how things turn out. Okay, and to finish off, we need to address a couple of issues. First and foremost, the education. I can see here there are not enough educated workers. That is a no-go. And since we have a high-density residential area here, I want to include a university here. Let's see if we can pop it. Let's try to cram it in here, actually. It'll cover all the residential area and also this area here. At least the commercial area, because they care about this sort of stuff. 54 out of 4,500, alright. You can hear everybody upgrading, so that'll increase education, which will pose an even harder problem for our industry. So what I want to do is provide the opportunity for our industry to develop itself, and that means getting some more services in there. Well, they have decent fire coverage, they have no police coverage, so let's add a couple of these. Oh, we already have some of this stuff there, so let's add here and let's say here. Okay, couple of police stations. Medical, they're pretty much covered. They have transports, they have garbage collection. I put in a few parks, so I'm not sure what else I can do to allow these guys to be upgraded. What are they complaining? Not enough educated workers. 2 out of 2 workers, 1 highly educated and 1 educated. High-tech gadgets. Well, at least they're upgrading to their fullest extent, to their limit. So operating normally. Okay, I think this will eventually balance itself out. However, I did want to show you. Let's grab a metro here. Give me the transports. There you go. I did want to show you. Let me grab that train. Modify line, car trip saved 100%. So we are getting so that's the subway. Oh, and all I did, I don't think I showed you this. All I did was connect all the districts here with 1 stop like I showed you, and then just make a circular line. Oh, we should upgrade or improve service coverage here too. But they're pretty much covered too. What, they want a school? Maybe a crematorium would help. They don't have a crematorium here. Yeah, let's put one. Crematorium. And maybe even one here. Yeah, that ought to be a good idea. This should improve. Oh, capital city. Harbor and cargo harbor. I wanna see something. Let's just plop down the crematorium. Let's call it there. Okay. Now I wanna check something. Harbor. Cargo harbor. I don't believe it. Out of city limits. Oh no. Yep. Yes. Okay. Okay. So that that thing that we were getting, which said no ship connections. It actually does have ship connections. That's strange. Well, in any case, we have ourselves a beautiful and a profitable city here. Although with a few problems of abandoned industry, but I think as soon as we get more educated workers and these guys start upgrading, the educated workers will go into the high-tech industry business. And all of this will be high-tech, and I want to see this. Oh, yeah, but still, see, the traffic kinda slows down here, but it doesn't really grind to a halt. Ah, man, I am really happy with this design. Damn, it works really well. Alright, everybody, well, in any case, we've gone on long enough. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember, leave a like, leave a dislike, leave a comment, tell me your thoughts, and as always, until next time, I have been the Earl, and I hope you have an awesome day.